was one of those nights. I was supposed to be finishing schoolwork, catching up on deadlines, locking in for upcoming competitions, but instead, I was doom scrolling. TikTok after TikTok. Everyone seemed to be healing somewhere. Some are beautiful, some are far, some are soft. And me? I was tired. The kind of tired that sleep can't fix. The kind that builds up when you've been trying too hard for too long. So I thought, what if I just went? Not far, but far enough to find peace again. And that's how the trip started, everyone. Yay! Well, here's another background story of the trip though. My church, specifically the youth, organized a trip to Harlem Beach simply to gather together to have a little worship session and to enjoy the beauty of nature. That is why it is called the Gathering, Pepco. Well, me of course decided to join because I'm part of the youth, and also why not? I mean, to Harlem, right? You know, and it turned out to be just what I needed at the time, right when I was feeling drained from my daily routine. So the trip started, well, for me and my family, the day before actually. We had to head back from downtown to our home in Sentani to spend the night. Why? Simply because Sentani to Harlem is much closer than from downtown. Also, so we wouldn't be in too much of a rush in the morning and end up forgetting things, cause that sucks obviously. After arriving, we ate dinner and then head straightly to bed after, cause it was already 12 a.m. in the morning. Rise and shine, everybody! Here is me in the morning about to get ready for the trip. Once everything's set, our road trip finally kicks off. The relieving part about this trip is that the road to Harlem is no longer bumpy and damaged like it used to be. Now it's been properly paved, so the drive from Sentani to the pier only took about 35 to 45 minutes. And that's not even counting the quick stop we made to pick someone up and load a few things. The drive was surrounded by beautiful, lush greenery and cool, refreshing air. Something you just can't get in the city with all its pollution. It's the kind of moment that lets you take a deep breath and forget about all the stress you've been carrying. And here it is, the narrow little road that leads to the pier. Honestly, it's pretty reasonable that it still looks like this since there are still a few houses around, but you know, it's not like we're way out in the middle of the jungle or anything. And there it is, the pier. You can spot it by that blue building. I hadn't even gotten out of the car yet, and I already knew the view was going to be stunning. As soon as we arrived, I was instantly greeted by the most breathtaking view. And you know what? We weren't at Harlem Beach just yet. We were still at the Papre Pier. So Harlem Beach is located in Tablandusu village, the Papre district, Jayapura, Papua. To get there, we have to travel by water. You need to hop on a speedboat for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the boat. And honestly, this part is my absolute favorite time when being there. I mean, everybody's favorite, obviously, but yeah. Because it feels like you're becoming one with the water during the ride. You can dip your hand in the water and feel the chill that almost stings your skin. The boat fits around 10 to 15 people and takes you across a small stretch of the Pacific Ocean where the water is crystal clear and shifts in color depending on the depth. Eventually, the boat pulls up to a beautiful stretch of soft white sand at the stunning Harlem Beach. Once the speedboat docked, we all got up slowly and made our way to the huts we had reserved to drop off our things. After that, we kicked off our day with a short worship session. After the worship, we had a meal together and then got ready to change into our swimsuits for a dip in the beach. Besides swimming, The underwater beauty here is amazing, making it perfect for snorkeling, and that's exactly what we did. The water is so clear you can see everything. The coral reefs are still untouched, full of little fish swimming around. Even though it's not too deep, the view is still incredible. And here's something you might not expect, everybody. Just a short walk from the shoreline and into the forest, Harlem Beach hides a natural freshwater pool. Not all beaches have natural freshwater pools, guys. A spot where salty seawater meets a completely fresh cool spring. And the water in this pool is almost twice as cold as the ocean's. It doesn't taste salty at all. A lot of visitors actually prefer to soak in the freshwater pool after splashing around in the ocean or just to rinse off the salty water and beach sand. The beach also has clean bathrooms for you to rinse off, and there's also a small food stall where you can grab something warm to eat or drink after your swim. Harlem Beach has such a peaceful vibe. The small village here only has fewer than 50 people. This makes Harlem Beach is so quiet and really tranquil. But it is exactly this calmness that draws so many visitors in. The longer you spend at Harlem Beach, the harder it becomes to leave. And that's what I felt, at least. The cool breeze on your skin, the sight of kids playing on a simple swing by the beach, and even getting a turn to swing yourself makes your time here feel just perfect. As the sky started showing signs of sunset, we all rushed to head back, starting with washing up, packing up our things, throwing away trash, saying goodbye to the villagers, and waiting for the speedboat to pick us up. While waiting, I couldn't resist taking a few pictures, almost like I wasn't ready to leave this place. Eventually, the speedboat arrived and we hopped on. Back out in the ocean, I was still in awe of the breathtaking scenery, especially with the bright sun shining down and the deep blue water stretching out all around us. It honestly felt perfect. And the thing is, I was feeling pretty sleepy from soaking in the sea for so long, but luckily the ride wasn't too long, so I didn't end up falling asleep on the boat. And you guys, there's a crazy story. So the engine actually died for about like 5 minutes in the middle of the ocean, and God, we were so terrified at the time, not kidding. But then the engine started back on, so we were just fine. Once we arrived, we were all super relieved and thankful that everything went smoothly according to our plan. Then we took a moment to pray together for a safe journey home. And fortunately, our trip back lined up perfectly with the sunset, so we got to watch the sky turn soft and golden, and it was just the calmest way to end the day. So yeah, after some time, we finally arrived home. By the time we got home, it was already dark, so we did the only thing that made sense at that time. Shower, eat, crash straight into the bed. So yeah, the sleep marks the end of the trip. And that's a wrap on our trip to Harlem Beach. Finally. I mean, honestly, this place is one of those hidden gems that's so hard to forget, seriously. From the surreal scenery to the little surprises, this place has a way of stealing your heart, guys. Be careful. Well, but it was definitely a bit of a journey to get there, but sometimes the best places are the ones you have to earn, right? That's what I thought. So yeah, if you're looking for a quiet escape or anything like that, this beach is definitely worth checking out. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful or inspiring or enjoyable, please leave your tracks on it by giving it big thumbs up or comments or even subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Ciao!